welcome back to another episode of the Long Sistance Podcast. I'm Sabrina.
I'm Gemma.
Last week we had a bit more of a chit-chatty episode, and I think that we both really enjoyed that, so I think we're going to have a bit more of that this week.
I need a venting session sometimes.
Yeah,
And this can be my place.
I think
Might save my relationship.
I think that we've both had a really long, tiring week, and we just want to laugh and have a good time.
Definitely. So last week I had a cold. The OGs will know. I'm getting over the cold. But I was thinking, because I felt pretty lousy, honestly. But the worst thing about being ill like that is you're not ill enough to call in sick.
Yeah.
I would have rather been more ill
and
been at home.
No.
But I can't come in because I've got a cold.
I've got a sniffle.
Yeah, no.
I know. Just being
I'm feeling under the weather.
Low-level sick is the worst. It's so draining.
Like, why do I have to continue as if I'm fine?
So I just wanted to say that following the episode last week, we have had a big jump in our listeners, and we really appreciate all the love that we've had since that episode, all of the people that subscribed and rated the podcast. We are really, really grateful.
I texted Sabrina and was like, have you hired a bot? Didn't I? I swear.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, because I was showing, I can't remember who I was showing. Maybe my neighbour. No, it was Francesca. And we had like 25 5-star reviews, and I was like, oh my God. And then I looked later on.
Yeah.
And we had 50.
Yeah, it's been absolutely crazy. I mean, I think that we had over 200 listens in like 24 hours.
Stop it.
Yeah, honestly, it's been absolute madness, because we're just two girls from a little town in England that no one knows where it is.
Oh, wait, this looks... Sorry. Last week, about halfway through, I was like, wish I had another tea.
For anyone that's not watching the video, Gemma has just grabbed a teapot and poured herself a tea like we're in the 1950s.
I didn't even realise it was going to be weird. I should have warned you.
I can't believe
I was like, I bet they could...
You just got the teapot next to you.
I'm not going to leave it in the kitchen, am I?
I thought that's where it would be, yeah. I like to picture it that you make yourself your little pot of tea, put it all on a plate with your little china cups, carry it through to the living room, some biscuits on the side.
That is a really nice image, and I wish that were true, but it's just my mix.
Just me and the pot.
Yeah, just me and the teapot. I have seen, so I'm actually trying to do a low buy this year, which is something that I'm struggling with every day. Now, honestly, it is getting easier, to be fair. But I saw these, what's the brand name? Bialetti. It's like an Italian coffee brand, basically. And they brought out these little Bridgerton collab espresso cups. And then I saw that they had mugs, and then I was like, imagine if I had a tea set.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Bridgerton.
No, I haven't.
But the temptation to buy the Bridgerton cups was...
Yeah.
I feel like that's really cute.
Yeah.
But it's so unnecessary, and that's what I'm trying to stop.
That's the thing. We are both absolutely victims of buying yourself a little treat.
At what point is it not a treat?
I was just about to say that. Yeah. We are both very... Well, I'll say for myself, I'm a very impulsive buyer, because I do get the dopamine rush, more so sometimes when you buy it. Like, say that I order something online, I get the dopamine rush as soon as I've ordered it. And then by the time it comes, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The dopamine is really crushed because we don't work from home. So we're both out all the time. So we have to get if I order anything, I get it sent to the Amazon lockers. And that's a killer. That's a pain in the ass. I have to go up the other exit of the station. There's always undesirables around. And then sometimes the caliber of people around that station. And sometimes they put the parcel really, really high up on the locker, and when they do that, they fucking butt it back.
Yeah, but
then I have to randomly ask somebody to try and help me get my parcel.
Yeah.
This is Southern Europe. No one's particularly tall.
No, I mean, for reference, how tall are you?
165. What's your problem?
Well, I mean, 165.
5'6".
I'm not so sure about that. Mind you, I'm not entirely sure what my own height is, because sometimes I
So
measure
are
it.
you judging anybody else, Judas?
Sometimes I measure in at 5'6", and then sometimes I'm 5'7". But I'm
You're not
definitely, yeah, I'm
5'6".
definitely taller than you.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, because
maybe I'm 5'5".
I generally put my height as 167, so
Well, I
w-
thought it was
we
165. I'm
can't
not 2 centimeters shorter than you.
we can't both be 5'6" if one of us is 165 and one of us is 167. This morning I spent some time going through Reddit to find funny questions to ask you, and
Mm.
I haven't shared with Gemma the questions that I'm going to ask her. On an average day, how many pigeons do you think you could reasonably carry?
0, because I
0.
don't want to get the plague.
Well, they'd have the
No,
plague.
I'm sorry. I know you like birds.
Pigeon
I do not.
representation.
I don't like anything wild. They
Mm,
have disease. You know what I'm like.
yeah.
Mm, I don't think I was particularly like it before COVID, but since COVID, I am very aware of germs.
Mm,
So, like, I need everything clean. I need everything disinfected. The second I get home, it's shoes off, hands washed.
yeah.
If I touch, like, if I open the door on the train, if I press the button, I feel like I can feel that it needs washing. Like, it's all mental,
Yeah.
obviously, but, like, I immediately get out some disinfectant wipes or some hand sanitizer because what else am I gonna touch? What if I touch my face?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
So,
I
a pigeon!
like Gemma said, I am a big bird girl. I absolutely love birds, and I do have a big soft spot for pigeons in particular. If you are interested, I'm not going to go into it all now, but
Thank God.
pigeons have a huge history of helping humans, and we basically domesticated them during the war and then just fucked them off and left them all to fend for themselves. Anyway, so I have a pigeon. So my answer to this question,
I have a pigeon.
I originally said that I think 2, because I was talking about it with Harry this morning and I said 2. And he said he doesn't think I'd be able to do 2. He thinks I'd be able to do 1. And I said, I think
Carry how?
I said, I
Just
think
like in your hand?
it really depends on like how the pigeon is. If it's a chill pigeon that's just sat there, I think I could carry 2. But I have carried one pigeon when it was not chill, when it was freaking out, because I have this pigeon that comes to my window of my home office every single day because I leave seeds on there for him. And I've called him Marco, and he's been coming for probably nearly 2 years now.
Can I just stop you there? And I
Yeah.
love that you've called him Marco because my friend has a boyfriend who's never going to listen to this, and he is a fucking piece of shit, and I hate him. And his name is Marco. So honestly, like as much as I dislike pigeons, it does bring me joy that your pigeon is called Marco, and they look similar.
Well, my
She
pigeon,
knows my feelings. If she listens, I said what's said.
my pigeon Marco is an upstanding member of the community, unlike human Marco.
Human Marco.
So yeah, this pigeon, pigeons, they can become tame quite quickly. And there was a day, I don't know how long ago it was probably within the last 6 months, when I was working in my office and I heard all this banging in my bedroom next door. Archie, my dog, he went bolting off, and I thought, what the hell is going on? It sounded like someone was breaking in, but breaking in from the second floor bedroom doesn't seem the place to start.
When I'm upstairs as well, there's like some fumbling criminals. Like, I told you this
So
was a bad idea.
I go into my bedroom and Marco the pigeon is inside my bedroom. He'd come in through the window,
He'd made himself at home. He was laid on the bed.
and the window wasn't even open that much. Like, I do leave the windows open all day, but I don't leave them wide open. So, and I had like a wind chime hanging through the window, so he had to really work to get in, you know? He didn't come in by accident. But obviously, as soon as he was in, he was like, shit, I don't know how to get back out. The dog's going mad trying to get him, and so I had to grab him. And so it was really hard because he was freaking out trying to get out. I know how to hold birds because I do have pet birds, but I couldn't hold him properly because his wings were flapping so much. So if a pigeon is like that, I know I could only hold one.
Tell the rest of the story.
So I managed to get him out. And then a few hours later, Harry was in the garden and he had the back door open. And then I hear all this banging again because he's come back into the house.
I'd learned his lesson.
He'd walked in through the back door this time.
Oh,
Downstairs.
he'd walked in?
Yeah, well,
Just had a little stroll in. See what it's like downstairs. Maybe we'll prefer it here.
So for the second time that day, I had to grab him and get him out of the house again.
Marco, you are unwanted.
Marco,
Human Marco. No, I'm kidding. No, no.
Marco, I love you, but let's keep our relationship to the windowsill.
We are filming earlier today. Why are we filming earlier today?
Because I am going out for tea.
I would like to discuss this, actually.
Mhm.
Why?
Well, Harry asked me out on a date.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, yeah. He said so I'm planning to visit Korea later this year, and I've been learning Korean, and I've been really interested in learning about Korean. And he said to me, I've realized there's a Korean restaurant in town, so do you want to go on a date there? And so he's taking me out on a date
Go
there
on
tonight.
it there.
I know. I know.
That's fucking adorable.
Yeah. So we're gonna go and try some. It's called Little Korea, and we're gonna go and try it tonight. It's one of the ones where it serves a lot of Korean barbecue, and with Korean barbecue, you cook it on the table yourself.
Mm.
So it's one of those restaurants, and it's going to be my first chance to try using chopsticks for the first time.
I can't believe you. But I suppose if you don't often eat out,
Yeah.
when would you use chopsticks?
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I'll feed back next week how my experience was.
No, do, because if it's good, I'd like to go, because I've
Mm.
never been to a Korean restaurant.
Yeah.
I've been to like fusion ones, but
Yeah.
wow. Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Because I was going to be like, well, actually, last week, if you remember, you said that you never ate out. We get a few subscribers, and this bitch forgets where she's from.
We get a few subscribers, and this bitch is throwing money around.
She's ordering KFC just for the fun of it, giving it to the pigeons.
What superpower would you not want to have?
Mind reading.
That's what I thought too.
And, there was a time where I would have loved it.
Yeah.
But now I think that is none of my business.
No, I don't want to know what people really think about me. I want the nice filtered version.
I want to think what I think, which is
Yeah.
my happy little place.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
worries. I don't need to hear anything else.
No, especially if it was the kind of thing where you can kind of just hear people's thoughts all the time, like a constant stream, like you can't turn it on and off. Imagine the headache by the end of the day.
Imagine the overstimulation.
Yeah.
Because already, if there's a couple of noises going on at the same time, I can get a bit antsy.
Yeah.
Imagine also being a teacher.
God.
I've got 25.
Imagine like tripping over or something in public and then immediately hearing everyone's thoughts about it.
Everyone's snorting in their head. Clumsy bitch. But if you can't hear it, you can act like nobody saw.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Did I tell you about when I was in the airport in the summer and I fell?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God. So we just landed in Fiumicino in Rome. Okay. And I've flown from Fiumicino a few times and I've never had any issues. But this summer, both leaving and coming back, terrible experience.
Oh.
Terrible experience. So we were waiting for the suitcase and we ended up waiting like over an hour for them to even like get unloaded from the plane. So that was not ideal. I'm like, right, I'm going to go get changed because it was cooler in Yerevan than it was in Rome because Rome in the summer is hot, really hot. So I was like, right, okay, because you get cold on the plane as well. So I was wearing like long flowy trousers. I was like, right, I'm going to go get changed into like a little skirt. So I go get changed, coming back from the bathroom, no issues. But basically, like right outside the toilet door, but like where you wouldn't see if you were coming out was a wet floor sign. So I did not see. So I'm walking and literally end up like taking a knee, literally like this, like kneeling one leg out in front of me in a skirt, which I've just changed into. And I was like, these things happen in slow-mo. So I'm like,
yeah,
I can't believe I've actually just fallen.
Yeah.
And then I had to like maneuver my way up from such an odd position. Again, while wearing a skirt. Right?
God.
And then obviously a flight from America had just come in because this group of like, I think there were 3 youngish people, I think like younger than me, like maybe mid-20s, walked past. And they were so they were so nice.
Oh.
And this guy was like, oh my God, are you okay? I was like, yeah. Just like in shock still.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I didn't even see that.
Oh, love her.
And also she was beautiful. Like she was obviously like so nice and so pretty. And I was like, love you. I was like, nobody saw it. Nothing happened.
No.
And then, like, we all kind of laughed, and it made me feel so much better.
Oh.
Because then, like, I obviously had to walk back to the baggage reclaim.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And I was, like, still so embarrassed that I, like, didn't tell Francesco at the time. So then a few days later, he was like, "What did you do to your knee?" Because it's black. I was like, fell in the airport. Yeah, so, I'm glad I couldn't read anyone's mind that day. No, no, but that shout out to those people that talked to me because they were absolutely lovely, and I hope they had a good holiday.
Oh, earthbound angels.
Love them.
What's the largest mammal you think you could knock out with a single punch?
That bitch that works in class. No, I'm kidding. Knock out.
Yeah, with a single punch.
But, like, as in knock out unconscious?
I'd say so,
Or, like,
yeah.
knock them out as in, like, they fall to the ground?
I've always thought of knockout as unconscious.
Yeah. Well, not a very big one.
No. Well, the answer that somebody gave on this Reddit thread where I saw the question, I asked my 9-year-old son this question, and he said, a human. And I looked at him and said, you think you could knock out a human with one punch? And he said, well, a baby.
Uh-huh.
From a 9-year-old.
Motherfucker.
Well, a baby.
I hope those parents are on contraception. Baby? It's like one of those Ricky Gervais jokes. Have you ever heard his dead baby jokes?
I don't think so, no.
There was one, and I was watching it with my ex-boyfriend years and years ago,
Hmm.
and he really liked Ricky Gervais,
Hmm.
which is odd because I feel that's quite a difficult humour to get in another language, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like Ricky Gervais, and I like a lot of the TV he's done, but I'm not huge on his stand-up.
So there was, I can't remember the actual joke, and it was like, what's the difference between blah, blah, blah and a pile of dead babies?
Mm.
And it was like, I haven't got a pile of dead, no. Oh, it was like the other thing. It was like, I haven't got a pile of those in my garage.
Oh my god.
And it was dark.
Do you
It was
remember?
dark.
Do you remember when Dad went to see Jimmy Carr live? For anyone who doesn't know, Jimmy Carr is another comedian in the UK that has a bit of a darker,
Dark sense of humour.
yeah, darker sense of humour.
I very much like Jimmy Carr, though.
Yeah, I like Jimmy Carr.
I prefer Jimmy Carr to Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, and our dad.
I've seen Jimmy Carr and I enjoyed the show. If you're listening, Jimmy.
Shout out, Jimmy.
We don't all. Okay, you know, you'll hear.
Our dad, he's nearly 70. He's very reserved, very serious man.
Very conservative.
Yes, and so he went to see Jimmy Carr with his wife, and I don't think that they had ever seen any of his stuff before.
Well, this is what I find myself wondering.
I wonder if
Why did you buy the ticket?
maybe they'd seen him on 8 out of 10 Cats because his jokes can be a lot more PC on there. I mean, not by very much, but
I can't remember. I used to bloody love 8 out of 10 Cats, though. Is that
Yeah.
still on?
So they do 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown now. I don't know if they still do the panel show, but 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown. Very, very funny.
Really? Because I don't particularly care about Countdown.
No, but like it's comedians doing it, so they're
Oh, okay. So it is
yeah.
like in general. Okay. Because I
Yeah.
remember when Countdown used to be on and I used to be bored to death.
Yeah, so the team
Okay.
captains for a long time it was Sean Locke and John Richardson. Yeah, I
Sure.
know. I absolutely love Sean Locke. Like we watched, we went through a period where we watched all of the seasons of it every night. We just had it on, and then when Sean Locke passed away, oh, it was devastating. But yeah, very, very.
He wasn't
funny
very
man.
old, was he?
No, I think mid-50s maybe.
No, he honestly was one of my favourites. He was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely loved him. But yes, so our very serious, very conservative dad went to see Jimmy Carr live, and I think that he got through maybe the first couple of jokes and then got up and left, stormed out.
I wonder if Jimmy Carr made a joke about it after
Oh
they
my God,
left.
imagine.
I feel like that's what Jimmy Carr would do.
Imagine it was the recording for the Netflix special.
Oh, if only. If, well, actually, no, probably best because I don't want to be tied with the same brush.
Yeah.
I find you funny, Jimmy. Even if you don't pay your taxes.
Can't even remember how we got onto the topic of Jimmy Carr. How did we get here? Oh, we started with Ricky Gervais. Oh, then we were talking about
Dead babies.
Dead babies. Yeah, yes. That's the path we took.
Wait, hang on. My phone's ringing. The subscriber count's gone down. So is our rating.
All the babies have unsubscribed.
The baby's like, fuck them. Babies fucking hate us.
Babies Against Long Sistance Podcast.
I was like,
They said last week I was with them when they said that they kick off one of their socks.
that's what got me to subscribe.
This week they've lost me.
This week, they would have punched me in the head.
Feel like, like when you were in school and you would get the laugh about something and you had to really try not to laugh, but they was making it funnier because you were trying.
Oh, do you remember like when your teacher would go off and then you'd start thinking about something really funny?
Yeah.
Oh
God. Did you ever have it where, because I was really good in school, and the little shits would get moved to sit next to you as punishment?
Which number one is so rude? Fuck you.
I'm fucking delightful to sit next to.
You would understand.
If I could find my voice.
If I felt confident enough to be myself.
What mild inconvenience do you hate?
All of them.
Is there any that really wind you up? Because I can think of one that's been really, really pissing me off lately, right?
Okay, tell me yours.
So I don't know if it's like this in Italy, but in England, it seems that every single car these days has those really, really bright LED headlights.
LED! Oh my God.
So I like to go...
And you can still see them 5 minutes after the car's passed.
I like to go for a nice long walk after I finish work because I sit at home in my office all day. I don't really move. So I do all my steps after work. And in England, the sun is setting at about 4 o'clock at the minute, so it's dark. And, there'll be a car parked up on the side of the road with these bright LED headlights on, and I'm walking towards it, and I can't see a fucking thing.
My retinas are burning.
I'm glad that you can see how much I can't see right now.
I'm glad you can see me shielding my
Honestly,
face.
I feel like I'm in a spotlight doing a catwalk down the street.
Why are those legal?
I don't know. I did see in the news not long ago that they were looking at having it, capping it at a certain wattage.
They absolutely should, because also if you're driving...
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've...
That's coming at you the other side.
Yeah. And
I'm going to swerve.
even when there's a car behind you that has theirs on really bright and it like lights up the inside of your car and makes that hard to see, and then they're coming towards you the other side, you got no chance.
Cool. Like, I've actually crashed and now I'm like going through the light.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad that you can see, fella, but I cannot.
I can't see shit.
No. Especially with an astigmatism, it makes it even harder.
I saw a video of like what astigmatism is. Like, when like how we obviously see the lights distorted in the dark.
Yeah.
I was trying to like show Francesco and he was like, no.
You don't see like that.
What do you mean, no? He was like, no, that's not what astigmatism is. And I was like,
oh, I didn't realise you were an optician, baby. Speaking of opticians, so I got my eyes tested last week and I was just chatting with my friend. My friend lives in Korea, and I was just chatting with her and telling her, oh, I've been to the opticians. And she said, this is going to blow your mind when I tell you that in Korea, when you go and get your eyes tested, like you pay for your eye test, you choose your glasses, you pay for them, and then you get your glasses 10 minutes later. Same day.
Lord, I have seen what you can do for others.
Honestly, I said, the estimated time that I'm waiting for mine at the minute is between something like 7 and 21 days. I couldn't believe it.
But they are so far ahead of us.
Yeah.
In so many things.
But apparently it's similar in France. You can get them very quickly after the appointment as well. So why are we like this? Huh?
Don't know. Italy's pretty long as well. Well, I mean, like a week.
Yeah. So, and it's annoying as well, especially when you go and get your eyes tested because you can't, like, you're having a problem and you can't see very well. And then they're like, yeah, you're right, your prescription has changed. So just suffer with it for another 3 weeks.
Just continue like this. And then about a month, I'll maybe help you out.
Yeah, so...
And then you're going to get the worst headache of your life for the first day.
And your whole perception of yourself is going to change because you've got a different frame. So every time you look in the mirror,
you're going to hate it for about 2 weeks.
But yes, so in the next 7 to 21 days, I'll have some new glasses and actually...
21 days is mad.
Yeah, so that's my mild inconvenience that drives me up the bloody wall. What's yours?
Oh, actually, do you know what? I've got a good one.
Go on.
I have noticed recently. Well, actually, I have a few that could fit into this. How long
Actually, a
we
lot of
got?
things piss me off.
Actually, I'm just going to start from like the second I wake up. No, right. But like what does annoy me is when you are walking behind somebody and know they are texting or they're on the phone because they're going so fucking slowly.
Mhm.
Like, can't you just wait?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay, if I have to text somebody or look at something when I'm going somewhere, I step to the side.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Nah, just,
Mm.
especially like on the stairs, like, that's
Yeah,
dangerous.
honestly, it's like
Are you dim?
road rage, isn't it?
No, honestly, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
another one that really irritates me that I've noticed a lot recently is, especially in the train stations, but also like at the shopping centre, right?
Mhm.
When people will like get off the escalator and then stop at the top of the escalator.
Where do you think I'm gonna go?
Are you all right? Like, who is responsible for you?
On people people have no self-awareness anymore.
People are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stairs in train
Mm.
stations here, and people will either. So imagine you going up the stairs, right?
Mm.
And then you can either or to get to the platform,
Yeah.
right? Turn here, turn here. They'll stand like on the corner at the top of the stairs.
No.
Are you okay?
Right, next question. If I was gonna summon you with magic, what 3 items would I need to summon you? Wha
Do you know what? I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to live with the consequences. A pink lemonade elf bar. I have stopped smoking. I don't vape, but that doesn't mean I don't want to.
Mm.
I was walking down the street the other day and this guy walked past and I smelt watermelon ice. And I was like, oh, the smell of joy.
I remember when I was happy.
Chocolate,
Any particular?
absolutely. One that I'm really enjoying at the minute is Milka, but it's got these biscuits called like Oro in. I don't know if
Ooh.
we have it in the UK. I think maybe there's like a Ritz cracker alternative, but these aren't quite salty. They're more like a
Right.
biscuit than a cracker.
Mm.
I'm very much enjoying that at the moment.
Mm.
So one of those right now would get me there. And honestly, an iced coffee.
Ooh, yeah.
You know how I feel about an iced coffee.
Mm, mm.
And I realise that I am the most basic white girl
Yeah,
ever.
so we had an elf bar, some chocolate, and a nice coffee. But you're true to who you are, baby. So, for myself,
Mm.
I would say probably Pepsi Max.
How's that going? You gave it up.
Good, yeah. So I drank a lot of Pepsi Max. So I was having from Iceland, a supermarket here, you can get 3-liter bottles, and I was having like, God, probably,
One a day.
well, yeah, I was having like 3 or 4 a week of those. So I was drinking a lot of it. And
I'd
then,
never even seen a 3-litre bottle until I came to your house.
yeah, they are big boys.
Here, you can't even get a 2-litre bottle.
Wow. And then after the new year, I was having a lot of trouble sleeping, so I decided, on the advice of everyone in my life, to cut back. And so I didn't have any for probably about 3 weeks. And now I've had like the occasional glass just as a little treat, but nowhere near what it was like before. So
Okay, good.
yeah. Yeah.
Good for you.
So probably Pepsi Max and then probably a budgie.
Why that particular type?
Well, I have a lot of pet budgies. How many do I have at the minute? I've got 8 budgies. 8 budgies and 2 cockatiels. And then maybe my iPad, because I like to draw on my iPad a lot. If you were a kitchen utensil or appliance, which would you be? I think I would like to be the washing machine.
Oh, interesting, because I wouldn't have considered that a kitchen appliance.
No?
Ours is the
Ooh.
bathroom.
Yeah, see, that is a good point. So in England, our washing machines are almost always in the kitchen, but in other countries, they're not.
No, but because I'm thinking about this because one of my apartments in Rome, we had it. No, two of my apartments in Rome, we had it on the balcony.
On the balcony?
Obviously it was sheltered.
Because I think in America, they quite often have like a laundry room. Yeah.
I mean, like, growing up, we had them in the utility room.
Did we? I still feel like the washing machine might have been in.
No, the washing
The
machine was in the
kitchen.
garage.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people put it in the utility room, but obviously if you haven't got a utility room, then it goes in the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah. I think I would want to be the washing machine because the washing machine, it gets all them nice scents. You got the smell
Yeah,
of the
but it also takes everyone's
detergent.
dirty knickers.
True.
No,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I
If
don't
I was
know
gonna
what
be
I'd
a
be.
utensil, I would either want to be the tongs.
The tongs are fucking useful, but not the shitty ones that are like attached to the top. I want like the metal ones that are like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
actually like open and close.
yeah. Yeah, I would also not mind being a rubber spatula.
Useful, underrated.
Thank you. That's how I would describe myself.
Is it? I don't know. I don't have any kind of bond with any of my utensils, I suppose. The tongs are a good. Ooh. Ooh. Hoo, hoo. Do you know what? Okay. So I would be one of two things in my kitchen.
Okay.
The wok.
Mm.
When I was home in the summer, Grandma and Granddad treated me to a wok because I was finding it very difficult to find one here. And I'll tell you what, once you have a good quality pan,
Mm.
you will never go back.
Yeah.
And on this same theme, during the Black Friday sales, when I was refusing to let myself get a tea set for a film I'd never seen, for a series I'd never watched, they had a sale on these really nice non-stick pans,
Mm.
and I got one. And girl,
Quality.
cooking eggs is a joy.
Wow.
They don't get stuck.
Hmm.
No, honestly, I would never go back. And obviously, I haven't thrown out all the other ones, but I try not to use them.
Yeah.
And if I have to use one of the crappy ones, I'm like,
Yeah. See, I can't use anything non-stick
"Mm,
because the fumes that it gives off when you heat up the pan is toxic to birds. So I can't use anything like that in my kitchen.
that's interesting."
Yeah. Very fragile things. But I really, really want
Bit of a pain in the ass, actually.
a good, nice set of ceramic pans.
So we got some really nice ones from, we've got a really good secondhand shop in this town.
Mm.
And we got some really nice ones in amazing condition. They don't look like they didn't look like they've ever been used. Now they're showing some wear and tear.
Yeah.
But do you know what I would really like? But it's absurdly expensive. Do you remember Le Creuset?
Yeah, I do.
Right, backstory team, backstory. Growing up, our parents had, I wouldn't get the orange though.
No, yeah, they had the orange ones.
Hideous, yeah. Our parents had basically every single thing you can think that Le Creuset make. We had it in orange. Which, do you know what? I'm going to be flat out honest. And if anyone gives me grief, and they can give me grief. Nobody cooked in our house. The majority of food that we were served was frozen.
Mm-hmm.
There was no lo- lovingly homemade meals. So
No.
I don't know why we had all these expensive cookware
I'll tell you why. Because they were
to make that fucking bolognese that scarred you.
they were I don't know if you remember that they had like a
A display
hanging
rack
yeah, a display rack. That was why they had them. So they all looked nice hanging on
to
top of
show
there.
off. We even had a kettle,
Did we?
right? Yeah. But we also had an electric kettle, which obviously took like
Oh yeah, I do remember the kettle now.
so much less time
Yeah.
because this massive, heavy clay, it took fucking out and it whistled.
Yeah. And I also remember I don't know if it was in the second house that we lived in or if they also did this in the first house, but in the second house we lived in, we had a freezer and then a fridge on top of it, and then they kept the pans on top of the fridge, so they were they were really high up, so you'd have to stand on a chair to get them, and these things are so heavy, and so I'd be pulling them down and my hand would be like shaking as I'm trying to carry it to the stove. I tell you what I do really want. Le Creuset, they have a kind of, I don't know if it's like a Dutch oven, but it's in the
Oh,
shape
girl,
it's
yeah.
in the shape of a pumpkin.
I haven't
It's
seen the pumpkin one.
very cute. I
They've got one in a heart shape that's very cute.
have one in the shape of a radish. That was from Next.
I was going to say, was that from the Crusoe?
No. Just
The
Next.
fuck? Are we in a different tax bracket? I really like Next.
Yeah, I do. I never ever looked at Next.
When I was young.
Yeah, until the last couple of years, because I always thought of Next as like quite a high price, and it is.
I thought of it as very old fashioned, like nunty.
Yeah,
Nunty. Do you remember when people
Nunty.
used to say that?
Yeah, Nunty.
Like, I thought it was like where old people shopped.
Yeah, but now I'm always looking at their homewear.
Now I think we're old because they have really nice stuff. It's not badly priced, so
No,
the
and it is
quality is
good
fantastic.
quality. That blazer that I got from Vinted, that was from Next.
Oh, I like that blazer.
Yeah, I got this beautiful blazer for like £3. In fact, I'm going to be wearing it later today. And yeah, it's from Next.
No,
Would've been like,
really good.
yeah.
But you know, when I was home at Christmas, I didn't bring a perfume
Mm.
for liquid reasons. But I feel really incomplete if I don't wear a perfume.
Mm.
Even if I'm just staying at home, just a spray of something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. And I went into Next and they had this perfume, this white amber perfume. And for like a little, maybe like 30ml bottle, I paid like £10. And it was fantastic. It was so nice. I left it at home. Grandma was like, take it back. I wonder if she's going to use it because she really liked it as well. She can use it. I'll give her my permission. But it was lovely and it really lasted. £10. A perfume.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I know, because we've got a big Next here, so I should pop in.
But do you know what else I love?
Mm.
And this is how I know I've really aged. Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah, I do like Marks and Spencer's as well.
I love the clothes.
Mm.
I love the food.
Yeah.
I love the experience.
Yeah, honestly, it is a trip out, isn't it, going to Marks and Spencer's?
It's just like, what am I going to feast my eyes upon now?
Yeah.
Honestly, the food section. Ooh.
Yeah.
Amazing. When I was coming back after Christmas, I was waiting for the train and it started snowing.
Mm.
And I was like, I need a hat because I'm gonna get ill. I'm not well.
Yeah.
So I went into the precinct and they had such gorgeous hats and scarves in Marks and Spencer. But it was already the 3rd of January, so I was already like on my low buy. So I
Yeah.
was like, so I ended up going to Primark and I got quite a cute hat.
I think it also shows our age that we call it Marks and Spencer's because they go by M&S now. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, and it's similar to, I feel like the generation before us, a lot of them call Marks and Spencer's Marx's. So
Wow.
maybe you can pinpoint
Do a
someone.
lot of the generation before call it that, or just dads just call it that?
Oh, I don't know if Dad calls it that, but
Oh, he definitely does.
because when I was 16, I worked in Primark, and yeah, we would get a lot of customers who would be talking about like their
Just pop
to-do
next
list
door to
for that day,
Marx's.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop to Marx's."
Yeah, I've definitely had pop to Marx's.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't realise. I'm going to say something now that's going to unlock something in your brain.
Yeah.
Sainsbugs.
Sainsbugs.
Is that not the most middle class thing you've ever heard?
Sainsbugs.
We're just going to pop to Sainsbugs.
Do you know what? There is a thing that I've seen quite a lot online, is that England and the UK are a very unserious country because of
We're the worst.
because of the whimsical things we call things. And I was thinking about like supermarkets, and I feel like we do it with a lot of them as well. Yeah.
We are really ridiculous in the sense of like, gonna have a menti bee,
Yeah.
wearing a panny dem.
Yeah.
Cause he
Patty
lives.
Dubes, 'cause he lives.
It's like, if there's something to take the piss out of, this
Yeah.
is something I really admire about our people.
Yeah.
If there is something to take the piss out of,
Yeah.
we will do it.
Yeah. I mean, even like umbrella, we call it brolly, things like that. We're very whimsical. But I mean, Primark, people would call that Primani.
That's just chavs.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know anyone like normal that calls it that,
No.
but I've definitely heard it called that.
Yeah. And then we've got big Tesco, little Tesco.
Two completely different experiences.
Yeah. Yeah. My last question. If you had a third ear, where would you put it?
I don't want one.
Too bad. You're getting one. Where are you putting it?
No, there's literally nowhere that I want that.
I would probably go for like the back of the head, get kind of surround sound. No, I refuse to take the third ear.
I don't want one. Like, you can't make me. You can't make me answer the question. Oh my God, listen to this. So I was marking spelling tests on Wednesday and I gave them back. And then one of the words this week had been earring. Okay. So I give the spelling test back. One of the kids had spelt it with one R.
Right.
He comes back and he's like, but Gemma, because here they can call you by first name. He was like, Gemma, there is an R. And this little rat had written a second R. Right. Teeny tiny. So it looked like it could have been a mistake. And I was like, you've just done that now.
Oh.
And he looks at me and was like, do you have 4 eyes? And I went, yeah. And tapped my glasses.
You devious little swine.
Like I'd be like, oh yes, let me just. me just correct that, sir. I do
Oh my gosh, you're
apologise.
right. How did I miss that tiny little R?
Oh, I must have thought that was something else. I'm glad you, an 8-year-old, made me see the light. If they can try, they will.
That's funny.
It was funny because I was in a good mood. If I'd
Yeah.
been in a bad mood, you would have gotten a note sent home. Yeah. I made, actually, one of them was him. A couple of kids write lines yesterday.
Oh, yeah? What
Yeah.
for?
They were being absolute horrors in the canteen.
Oh my God.
So not, I'll tell you once, I'll tell you twice. Third time. So I didn't make them skip the whole lunchtime, but I made them write 20 times. I must behave nicely at lunchtime. You would have thought that I had asked them to construct something.
Mhm.
Like, it was like, how can I do it? I was like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just write it. And then once you've done it, you can do the activity. So they did eventually get on with it.
Yeah.
But I've never made anyone write lines before.
Yeah.
You've got to learn somehow.
Yeah.
Parents today are too soft. Too soft. I am not a fan of gentle parenting. Well, no. It's not that I'm not a fan of gentle parenting. I think, and people are getting like, but you haven't got kids of your own. Doesn't matter. Work with kids, have a stepchild. I have an opinion.
Yeah.
Don't like it. All right.
I have an opinion.
Yeah, I have an opinion. It doesn't matter. But you haven't got kids. Yeah, maybe it'll change when I have got kids.
Mm.
I'm fully aware of this. I don't need you to tell me. Thank you. I think you should apologize to your children if you're wrong. I think it's also fine to like speak to them about their feelings and like why they're acting like, okay, I understand that he hit you and you're angry, so you want to hit him back. But if you come to me after he hits you, he was wrong to hit you. But if you come to me, I'm going to address the situation.
Yeah.
Whereas if you hit him back, now I'm angry at both of you.
Yeah.
Which is something that I say daily.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there also needs to be I am the parent, I am the adult.
Yeah.
You are the child, and you are going to do what I say.
I think that the problem is people misunderstand what gentle parenting is and think that it's you can never say no.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's absolutely not. And I hear sometimes it's like, oh, darling, no, mummy's so disappointed. And Leone now, like, he's growing up, and also we're used to like living in the house together.
Yeah.
Because when I moved in with Francesco, I'd worked with kids for a long time, but I'd never had a child in my house.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different thing. Also, he was small, right? And Francesco is a lot, how can I say, more lax than I am, right? He'll be like, oh, no. So he'd be like, amore, no, you can't do this because blah, 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 blah. And I'd just be like, pack it in, I'll see what happens.
Oh my God. Pack it in, I'll see what happens.
Who does he listen to more? And it's not like, yeah, but he's scared. He's not scared of me.
Yeah.
But he knows that if he does something naughty or if I've asked him not to do something and he does it, he knows there are going to be consequences.
Yeah.
So like if it's bedtime and say he's watching Pokemon, his dad will be like, come on, bedtime. He's like, let me finish the episode. And Francesco's like, okay. Whereas I'm like, bedtime, he just turns it off.
Well, that is all of my questions. So in summary, Gemma would not accept a third ear.
And the thought of it makes me sick. I'm sorry if you've got one. I don't mean anything.
I'm sorry if you've got a third ear.
Like, I don't want to like discriminate, but like I would not choose to have one.
No.
And I don't think I should have been put in that position, actually.
Well, next time you can come up with questions.
I had a list. You didn't give me a chance.
True. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be that easy.
I'm very submissive.
Yeah, okay, I apologise.
I apologise too.
So we can move on. What he did to you wasn't right. But if you come to me... Sorry.
So, yeah, that is all my questions. And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of today's episode. But I have enjoyed it. I've laughed a lot.
I found it very humorous, yes.
Yes. I
agree.
How we laughed.
Many a thigh was slapped.
For God's sake. And we'll be back next week to do it all again.
Yeah, if there's any questions you would like to ask us, any comments you would like to make, as long as they are positive, send us an email. We have an email address.
Yeah, our email address is longsistancepodcast@gmail.com.
So if there's anything you would like us to talk about,
yeah, if you've got
Anything you want us to know?
any questions about life in England or Italy, let us know. If not, we will just keep talking nonsense every single week.
And let's see if you like it. Imagine how disappointing it would be if we lose subscribers next week.
Oh my God. Take personal offence.
No, I genuinely would. Like, I'd call in sick from work. Like, I'm not well.
I'd call in sick to the podcast.
You're like ready to record, and I'm just like, I'm sick. It's like a phone call.
I record an episode by myself, like, Gemma's not here this week because she's so upset.
What have you done?
There we go. We've done it again. And until next week, goodbye.
Thank you very much. Rate, review, subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.